Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And I was doing a kind of tabletop review of this Knipex Cut-X the other day, and I had several people comment about the DeWalt, and I kind of dismissed it. I'm not really impressed with it. It's got some issues, I think, but I wasn't specific about it. So I thought I would circle back and take a closer look at this and why I don't like it. It's not a very expensive one. But it certainly is heavy. Let's take a look at that first. So I throw it on my scale here. We've got 4.7 ounces. Let's compare that to the Knipex magnesium frame, 3.8, so almost a full ounce less. What about the Olfa? 2.5, so more than 2 ounces more than this guy. And by the way, these are all 18. Somebody thought I was talking about a 25. No, I'm comparing them 18 to 18. So what else about this thing? Well, it's a very heavy metal kind of cage wrapped around the traditional stainless steel ratcheting channel. This is probably the fastest knife to change blades on, and let me show you why. First of all, look at that. What does this look like to you? I mean, what would 9 out of 10 people think that is? Pocket clip, maybe? You know, a belt clip? Well, it's actually a blade breaker. You see that little slot? That's what you use to snap the blade off, which means it just falls right out. So you can slide the blade out, you can line it up, oops, right there. Take the little blade snapper and pry. There we go. Kind of messy. But anyway, that's what it does. Which is also, it needs to be removed to get this out, and then the whole thing falls apart. Here are the entire set of pieces. So you've got this metal, heavy metal frame. 2 screws hold it into this, or hold this this channel, blade channel, and then this little kind of sort of spring-loaded mechanism. Here's the entire spring. Look at that little guy. Everything rides on that. But it is fast if I want to change it, say from right to left. So traditional right-hand cutting would have the blade this way. So left would have the blade this way. I can just drop it in, slide it over to the edge. You know, there we go. That fast. How to change a blade? Just slide that right out, drop a new blade in. Start sliding it in. Do it for right-handed. Connect that, slide it in. That's all it is. So it's heavy. It's super simple. This pocket clip thing is fake because the moment you hook it onto something, this can slide right off. Let's take a look inside. I'm going to see how easy that comes apart. Not a fan of that. So let's drop these screws and see if maybe we can make this into something a little bit more useful. So here it is. I just took the 2 screws out, popped that free. So now I've got nothing but the DeWalt channel. I've eliminated this. Let's take a look at that. 3 ounces. 3 ounces of this whole thing. In fact, if you recall, the Olfa here weighs 2.5 ounces. So this metal cover that they put on it weighs more than the entire Olfa knife. So what else can I do then? Throw this back together. And this is what somebody suggested in the comments. They said this happened accidentally because I think they dropped it and the back popped off. So now I've got a knife. Look at that. Now I've got the lightest one out there. That's of quality, I guess. It's still, I don't think, going to last that long, given the little flexible plastic thing. This slides out. I could put this clip back in. That's how it fits. Just slides in there and leave it. But what I've noticed is sometimes when I'm retracting the blade, is that I can, whoops, there it goes. It's gone. I retracted it all the way out. A lot of the others have some sort of a backstop that's pretty serious, even though it may not have felt like it initially. But there's a backstop. This is one I'm going to review in the future. This is a great knife, by the way. Really nice little Holtefors. I'll get back to that one. Fiskars, oh, by the way, this is one of the heaviest. If you look here, 5.3, but, you know, it's overbuilt, overmolded, lots of features, lots of stuff going on. Some of the ones, by the way, this has blade storage. The DeWalt does not have blade storage. So comparing a little bit of apples to oranges, that's why I like comparing it to this, this Olfa here. But anyway, so there's possibly making this into a little bit better knife. The screw hole might have some options. I haven't decided if I want to. I could put something through here which would stop this from sliding out, because then the whole knife just falls apart. Anyway, I can see why people might like it. It is a heavy knife. It is a very slippery knife. This has got to be one of the most slippery surfaces. Zero texture on the back, but even the little bit of kind of jimping here is still pretty slippery compared to something a little bit more aggressive like that. Anyway, that's why I'm not a big fan of this DeWalt. So I do appreciate your comments. You know, please comment on the tools or the outcomes. That's what's important here. That's why I don't like this. It's heavy, it's slippery, it comes apart too easily. It's got a fake pocket clip that now is shot across the room, and I just don't see this thing lasting with the way it's put together. So, there we go. Doc out.